Alrighty. Hello. Welcome. I am Fallen. I've been sick for like a week, and I do not remember at all what I was doing. But I was facing this way, so let's go. I kind of remember. I don't want that stuff. So don't care. Nothing. Potatoes. Yes, I was taking potatoes. And empty container. We still need to figure out a way to fill those. I kind of remember, maybe. Right. Oh, shit. Oh, that's so loud. Holy cow. I think it's... How do I place torches again? No. Q. Okay. I have succeeded. This door is off. At least it looks it. Actually, no. Prioritize. It's still very loud. Okay. Cornmeal. I hope that weird screen thing isn't showing up on the video end, but who knows? Dirty water. Have I been picking those up? Yes, I have. So I find it a little annoying. Because I remember this goes up to 20. That could be there. But then this can go off to like hundreds. Why would I want that at hundreds? If I can only fill like 20 of them. Or at least only clean 20 of them. Also, sorry for any sniffling. I am still little under the weather. No. I'm gonna go with no. Did I check these? No. I would like that. I think I'm good. Right, locked. Let's see. Ah! We finished our loot. Great. I seriously don't. I think we were right. We were gonna investigate this all chaos and then tower. Yes. There's so many of you. Okay. First and foremost, though, we need to head back drop off a lot of stuff. Did I already explore up here? Oh no, I thought that was part of the wall. No, so I definitely have not explored up there. Okay. Well, we're finally to the point where we can explore up there, which is good. And since it says tungsten, I'm assuming we can get tungsten. I don't know how to do that. Ugh. Ow! What the shit? Dude. Oh. Okay. Kind of getting in the swing of things again. And then, actually, we'll probably need to go mining. I don't think I have any more coal. I might. Maybe. Oh, and here comes the cold. Is it nighttime? It doesn't look like nighttime, and it doesn't feel like nighttime. Maybe it is. We do also need to finish exploring the town I'm set up in and this little mud hut thing. All of this. I don't want to deal with the demon dog. Avoid it. I forgot how slow you can go in this. Well, so my stuff looks grown, which is great. Not nearly as much as it appeared. Grand. So, this was monster shits. Do I have any of that? No. Foodstuffs. Um, can I put one? Potatoes. That's the wrong thing. There we go. Potatoes are in. I need literally one corn and 2 tomatoes. I think this can go in there, honestly. Because I remember that's slow. Now, coal. And it's wood, which can be helpful. Right, I moved my... More wood, but nope. Nope. And nope. Did I need... No. Moved my stuff over here. This is water. I'll take the group of 2. This was ores, and we have lots of lead, carbon, and titanium. Lots of clay. 500 stone is max, okay. These are new. Rubies. Diamonds. Emeralds. They're very pretty, but I don't know what they're used for. It was this one, right? Yes. $15 just seems like a weird number. Maybe I'm the weird one. Right. Chicken crap. Leather. Eggs. Okay. Never mind, this was for seeds. Seeds. Potatoes. Actually, I planted 100 of each crop, didn't I? So I don't need the seeds. These can go in with the, Oh, hello. I don't know what I need the chicken crap for. Can I just, like... I don't know what this is needed for. At all. That has no chickens. 40 is max eggs. I'm gonna put seeds in this one. And we'll put seeds in this one. This doesn't have seeds, so you're not gonna produce anything, which is fine for now. Chicken crap. I'm just gonna have a chest full of chicken crap. That is not what I clicked. Grab the food. Stop it. Don't do that. There we go. I think I have a chicken head in here, didn't I? Yeah. Chicken head, you go out here. Grab there. Okay. And then I need 1 corn. Good. And then tomatoes. Do I have any grown tomatoes? Possibly. Perfect. Good. No. And now what? Go find collectibles that are being asked. Okay, I've done so. Okay. Well, let's go mining. I don't know how to actually level that thing up, which is fine. I'm glad I put torches everywhere haphazardly. It makes it very easy to know where I need to go. Have been. Oh, hello, demon dog. Okay. Okay. I do also need a crap ton of wood, so I might just go on like a tree chopping excursion. I still find it both fitting and very funny that I can sprint up and down things. Did I put anything in you? Nope. Should probably put coal in there. Like get a stack of coal and just shove it in there. Yeah, I can't get titanium ore. Do I need? No, I need tungsten. Never mind. Also, I could get the titanium ore. It just takes a while. Okay. Emerald. I haven't gone down here on this side, but I need coal for that. going. Goodness. It's not a bad thing, but is there any more? Oh, jeez, there is more. I thought it ended finally. This thing just wants to go on for eternity. Oh my goodness, there's so much coal. Officially done. This is the last bit. Oh no. No! It keeps going. Okay. This thing is seriously about to... Is it about to break? No, never mind. 9 iron strip. Titanium ore. Yeah. Just to guarantee no big bads are gonna try and eat my butt while I'm trying to get all this stuff. Damn it. Okay, well, we have to go home anyway. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, we got it. Okay. Hey, chicken. Hello, pig. That's a boar. I think. Oh well. I'm pretty sure pigs and boars are relatives. I have like 80% confidence that that is true, but what do I know? I'm not a scientist. I'm gonna just borrow that. Come here. You're just. You're stuck. Hmm. What if I, like. Will this kill. Can I even pick this up if I. Can I even pick that up? I think I need to move it one away from all of my stuff in order to keep putting chickens and things. Anyway. This thing, I think? Nope. No. This. You need 10 iron strip. Iron strip is iron ore, and I'm pretty sure some of that. Maybe? No. Not here. Shit. Well then. That's not good. Hmm. Well, I guess we're gonna go back to stone for a little bit. Oh! I reached my max torches, which is 100 for some reason. Cool. Alright. Yeah, just break the thing. It's fine. Is there no way for me to just pick it up? think I need to go to the workbench to make those. Lots of different types of crates. Is it not here? That is. Let's make 5. And let's see. I've only been playing for half an hour, so we can let's keep going. That's the wrong thing. Let's do like here. Come here. And we'll do tomatoes. And more tomatoes. Come here. Why are you not going in? You. Come here. Come here. Oh. There. Oh, there we go. I was an idiot. That's why. That's why they did go in. That makes sense. And that's what I wanted. And I have an extra just in case. So we'll do more tomatoes. The single corn can go in there. Whatever. This can go in there. And I think we're good. Probably break the grass around here. I don't have a rooster though, so I don't know if it's gonna give me baby chickens, but whatever. Maybe it will. Oh, 250. That is the max amount of feathers, which I don't even know what they're for. I'm assuming arrows, but I don't use a bow, so kinda useless, I think. At least for me. That's coal. Titanium. Coal. Titanium. Rocks. I think let's use some of this. And back to the mines we go. We need to get more coal and iron. This game is kind of weird. Well, there's a lot of things weird about it, but it's the charm of it, which is cool. But the day-night cycle, I don't know what it is, because in like other survival games, it normally feels like you don't have enough time in like the day to do stuff. In this, I almost feel like I have too much time in the day, and then it feels like too much time at night. It's interesting. This is more cool. Um, kind of feel like I've been way too far here. Probably have. Oh, so I make a lot of characters. Like I come up with a lot of stories and nonsense. I've tried like several times to write a book, but it hasn't gone the best. Why is there a wolf howling at me? Oh, maybe it's not at me. There might be werewolves in this game. I don't think so, but also I definitely have not seen everything in here. Probably not. I haven't seen the whatever realm. Anyway, I've been doing a lot of writing lately, like the last year or so, mostly in the form of creating characters for like AI sites, just because I find it interesting. Not only interacting with other people's characters, but putting some life, to an extent, behind my own. And seeing, like, in a different way than just my own imagination, how they would react to whatever scenarios and all that jazz. It's been fun. It's more titanium. I'm assuming that's the titanium that I passed getting up here. Recently, actually, I should have finished it before I started my recording session, but oh well. I came up with an interesting idea for, let's say, because there's always going to be the debate of, like, what are the parameters of what is truly living and what is non-living, especially as technology, like, moves forward and gets more complicated and more lively, for lack of better words. Same with, like, the AI stuff. All of it. The more we... I have the mindset that if... I don't think it will happen. There's lots of other things that would, like, destroy humanity. That I don't see us getting to the point where, let's say, robots take over the world. However, if robots ever took over the world, we would deserve it. Because essentially what we're doing, what all of the AI stuff is we are programming the need and desire to learn, to become stronger, and just learning in general into these things. And just like humans, how we have evolved and changed because of our desire to learn, to understand, to grow. Originally from, like, let's survive, let's protect, let's push forward, that's still in it, but it's now to the point where we want to understand past ourselves, which is all the science and technology in general. Putting that into anything, especially something that wouldn't, if we don't put the right limits of you have reached the point where you've learned everything, it's going to, just like humans, just like we have, push forward. And so if we get taken over by robots, it'll be our own doing because we put that in them, that desire to learn, to push forward, to expand, the same that we have in us. Of course, for them it's a bit worse because our intention for doing that is completely selfish. We want to be lazy. want to make things easier on ourselves. Of course, that's not the entirety of it, but that's a decent chunk of the reason why we make technology the way we do, is to make things easier and for the average person to have an easier time with everything. Laziness isn't the right term, but I don't know what better word to use. Okay. Good thing about this is I can just make another one. Yeah. Anyway, it kind of went on a tangent there. Imagine, not imagine, but the more we make them more caring, and if we put like emotions and more of a thought and personality behind these things, the more you're always going to have this argument of what are the parameters of how much of ourselves can we put in this thing before it's considered as living as we are. Like, can robots have an emotion? Can they be alive? Even if they don't necessarily have a heartbeat and all this other stuff. And not in a way to necessarily debate that, because it's one of those things that there will always be an argument both ways. Which, like a lot of parts of the world in general, there will always be an argument both ways. Because it's not... existence itself, in its own right, was not designed for things to be one way or the other. There's always this bizarre in-between with, like, 80 million things. Anyway, imagine a very caring android. It has emotions, has its own personality, all this stuff. It's close to life as possible. They're basically a person. Aside from the fact that they're physically a robot. Anyway. Because this robot, this android, doesn't have the ability to age, and its systems, let's say hypothetically in this scenario, has the mechanisms in place where even if it rots, that rust, there we go, that rust and stuff will be mended, all of that stuff. So it's never gonna die. Not that it really would in its own right, regardless. So this caring, emotional android is, like, given off to a family, helps take care of, like, all the people in the family, kids, all of this. Over time, it gets attached to this family, all these people, and of course they're gonna live their lives, and eventually they will die, which this robot can't do, so it gets to the point where it wants to cling to, like, you're gonna be gone. And it notices after, like, its family member, all these family members start dying, that this weird, like, mist leaves them after they die. Viewing this as, like, the last remnants of its family, it takes that mist and starts attaching it to knickknacks and even other electronics in the house as a way to cling to that very last bit of its loved ones. So, let's say hypothetically, this misty substance was their souls. So, unintentionally, this robot had been preventing the very people it cared about from actually passing on, instead attaching their very souls to these other machines, keeping them a lot closer than it realized. know why, but it was just a bizarre thought that entered my head. It's such like a bittersweet thing, especially if it's a scenario of like they don't remember who they were. So they don't even really know. They just know that they're now a toaster or something. Alrighty. How much? Oh, I have lot of stuff. Let's keep going. I get, actually, where did I? Oh, okay. Uh, I'm stuck. Okay, I was stuck for a good minute there. Let's break more of this down. Anyway, so I actually made that as a like character, and I made it more like a the intent behind it wasn't you found this out, but rather you are a deity of some kind now trying to figure out what happened to these souls that never reached the afterlife. So how would you, one, figure out what this robot did, this android did, but also how would you explain to this android what it did and fix this scenario? Of course, I didn't put in that whoever interacted with it had to play that. All of my characters that I make, I design for any perspective, and most of them thus far have been. I didn't mean to do that, but okay. Have been basically strangers to whatever. So most of them have been like your first meeting, or you're friendly with them and then continue from there. To leave things as open as possible so someone can do whatever they wanted, but also to allow me if I wanted to change whatever scenario however I wanted to, I could. Anyway, the reason I brought this up was what I was working on before I started this recording session was an alternate scenario, because the overall lore that I had programmed into the first one was this like scientist, super smart guy, whatever, originally designed 40 of these robots. And that slowly the original goal was it was going to start with 40, and then later down the line he would make more of these exact types of androids. Of course, all of them are programmed and designed to be their own, like they have their own personality, their own like memories to an extent, and all this jazz, with the intent of them being as human as possible, mostly so that they can be as caring and compassionate as possible, because his intention was to make these androids and then send them to the Make-A-Wish Foundation and similar kind of organizations to help these families with taking care of their sick or dying children, and primarily focus on like household chores and even work if possible, so that the family can spend even more time with the child and not worry as much about having to balance 80 million things. This didn't work out how he hoped. Some of the family said that the androids were too human-like, too emotional, all of this stuff. And this eventually led to the realization of what all he had put into these machines. And my voice is very squeaky there for some reason. This led to the argument, of course, being made of, is it right to program like sentience into machines in the first place? Not to mention the ever going debate of how much sentience, understanding, and personality can you put in a machine until it is essentially alive, or for basically, not basically, but is outright just alive. Like, where's that line drawn between life and non-life? Eventually, it's decided that all of them will be destroyed. The scientists, or I'm gonna say scientists, I don't think that's the right word. I can't think of a better one. The scientists, though, argues against it, and eventually it's decided that all of the androids that were not given away yet, that were not sent off to families yet, will immediately be destroyed. Any that were sent off to families, it'll be for the families to decide what is to happen to them. If they want to keep the androids, then cool. If not, then they too will be destroyed. Eventually, this results in all of them being destroyed except for one. Helen, which is the one from the first scenario, where he accidentally has been collecting the souls of, well, everyone who has died in this family he's been with for literally centuries. And the second one is the very first version of these androids who's basically been sealed in stasis all of this time. The plan he had come up with was to hide this android away with the information necessary to, if they, I keep wanting to say she for some reason, if they wanted to, they would be able to basically bring back their destroyed, in his eyes, these were his... Is there a chicken down here? What the fuck? Okay. You guys can just... You can sit tight, have fun. I guess you're stuck down here for eternity, that's fine. Unless the dog can eat you, but I think the only one who can eat the animals is me. I could be wrong about that, but so far that's what it seems to be. They seem fairly peaceful otherwise. So this second one that I'm working on is you are an explorer of sorts and went to explore the remains of this old scientist who died centuries ago, his old workshop, finding that first android. And it's now up to you to do whatever you want. Of course, I in my creative art, they're stuck in the coal hole. That is a weird sentence. In my brain, of course, had to come up with a full story, like backstory and everything for these robots, scientists. Where part of his intention was to create the children that he never had. as much as he wanted these androids to be like empathetic, part of it was born out of his desire to have children when he couldn't. And so he played and created simulations for all of these androids as he was working on them to truly give them a childhood. They had memories of living a life that they never had, and then he woke them up, explained that was just a simulation. But in his own right, he raised these androids to guarantee that they had that personality, they had that knowledge, that they learned the lessons that the kids did, that they experienced the same things people did in their own way. And of course, by doing so, this also allowed him to raise them as if they were his children, treat them like the children he viewed them as. So he took those, basically the simulations and the minds and emotions and everything he programmed into them with these memories that he created in those simulations, encoded them onto these microchips, gave them to the first android before sealing her away, so that if she ever, once again if they ever in the future ended up in a world that would be welcoming to these types of machines, to these types of androids, she could bring back what he viewed as her siblings. Once again, she. I don't know why I keep saying she. The reason I went with androids was intentionally to be gender neutral. Except for Helen. Helen is a guy. But that's because he's also been alive for 300 years and has figured out what he likes. Also, Helen has a bittersweet story of how he got his name. So, like I said, these robots were originally designed for, like, families of Make-A-Wish and for dead and dying children. He was sent to a family with a little girl who, horribly sick, dying, and she gave him the name Helen. So, this is all just... I should write stories. I honestly... I don't know about writing a full book. Like, I've tried that before. I don't have the focus mainly on the same subject and things long enough to write, like, a full... There... To write, like, a full book, like, my brain goes to Harry Potter. That's mostly because my dad's obsessed with that stuff. I couldn't write, like, a massive chapter book. But maybe it might be worthwhile if I start writing short stories, because I can do that. That's also what, like, every character I've created for, like, the AI sites, they have their own stories. Like, in the character and stuff for, like, personality and whatnot. I also tend to overthink my characters, so they have, like, their whole own world, and at this point I've created my whole own multiverse filled with shenanigans. This is very interesting weirdness. There we go. Okay. I have a I have practically no coal though, so I really need to start focusing on getting more coal. Okay, I've mentioned this before. I don't know if anyone else sees it, but that right there, it just looks like someone like stuck up, like a burnt body stuck up on the ceiling. That does too. It is so freaking weird. Anyway, I kind of wish I was a bit more popular so that a few more people would comment. Because I personally am not the type of person who could watch super long videos or live streams and like stay engaged if the person's like quiet for a very long time. Like, even I kind of enjoy 100 Days videos. So there's like 100 Days of Stardew, the 100 Days Minecraft series. I might do that actually one day. It seems like an interesting challenge, especially since I'm not particularly good at Minecraft, so it'd be an actual challenge. At least for me. But if it's just like a silent video where it's just gameplay, I'm not the type of person who can like sit and watch that. And I know that's not everyone, and I'm still figuring out like my own content. Like if you look at my channel, there's mainly Minecraft because I do the stuff I enjoy, but it's also figuring out what I enjoy alongside figuring out what the few people that like watch my content would also potentially enjoy and what I'm good at and all of that stuff. It's a whole learning process. That's essentially it. I'm trying to I do this while live streaming too. Of I feel bad for like long spurts of quiet, and then when I start feeling bad for those long spurts of quiet, I just start rambling and rambling and rambling, and I know a few people enjoy it, but also because there's not that many people that actually enjoy or interact with or even like my content. Probably mostly because I'm still trying to figure it out. That and I don't do like super popular things or like eye-catching things. Then I don't know. I do. I kind of want to make a series of. I guess I was doing that with Vistar Cleanup Detail. I would like to do more of that, actually. I just need to reinstall it. Right now I'm fighting with the limit of the memory on my computer and with how many games I can and cannot have installed, as well as what games I can and can't actually play. Because, if you don't know, I work on a laptop. And, well, you too. It's not really it's a like gaming laptop, but it has its limits compared to an actual PC. I will hopefully be getting a PC soon, but I'm not actually certain. Maybe we'll see. If I can, I will. The biggest issue would just be figuring out where to put it and whether or not it could be hooked up to my TV. If I did get a PC and just use that as a monitor. Mostly because it would make it so much easier to put it all in one place compared to having to put it across the room and fight with like workspace for the monitor and stuff. I've been thinking about doing a series. I need to find the right game for it. Minecraft and like this might be the right game for it. At least for like mining trips, even Minecraft, just for mining trips, of just do something and then just tell stories. So far, the best I've found for that is Viscera Cleanup Detail. But it's also one of those of if I sit down, I'm not the type of person who, like, even at the beginning of this, I am very forgetful. I have my moments where I'm interested in stuff, I'm not interested in stuff. And could just be me, could be the ADD, could be 5 bazillion things. But, Viscera Cleanup Detail, it's one of those things of if I sit down, I'm sitting down for like 2-3 hours to do the entirety of the map. And that entire thing is just going to be me rambling and telling stories. Which isn't a bad thing. Like, if people enjoy it, I also enjoy doing that from time to time, but it's figuring out what is the balance, because I can't do that 24/7. I mean, maybe I could, but also enjoyment of, for myself, of how much am I willing to push something before I'm overdoing it where I'll be burned out, or am I not pushing it enough because I'm getting disinterested because I'm not doing it enough and I just feel like I'm restarting every single time. Put a torch there, because why not? More torches. Also, the nighttime in this game is so freaking dark. Have I? I definitely have not gone in that hole. I think the boar is mad at me. Not sure though. I think the big issue might just be because the torches are so much bigger in this game compared to something like Minecraft. But I feel like the distance of light for the torches should be a little higher, a little further. I feel like they would reach at least a little bit further. All right. That is so many iron strips. Damage to diamond 0. So this will get... I don't think I found tungsten. I keep finding the titanium, but I don't think I found tungsten. Or maybe I have and I've forgotten. We need at least one of you. And while I'm here, this. Harvest. Donna. Looting. I know how to make a composter, I just don't know what I need for that. Sure. Increase light distance. Cost 6. Yeah, that works. Okay. Do you have anything worthwhile? I can teach you. Each can help, so I'm assuming no. I've probably learned everything from you that I can. Which is fine. I guess. I might regret this. What? I made him explode. Also, I am a horrible person in this world. I just took over this poor guy's house, broke all of his furniture, destroyed everything, and then killed him. Oh, what? You have skelly arms. That's so weird. Okay. That's gonna take a while. Do I have anything up here? I don't remember. Pretty sure I do. Nothing. 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 Okay. And I do have another. Is there one thing that I haven't? Yeah. Down here. Hello? Interesting. Yeah, so it doesn't produce chickens because it doesn't have the boy. Makes sense. Dude. You almost killed me. I would have been more than content to let you live, sir. That sound is just so weird. Okay. More meat. More feathers. Actually, I should just start chopping down all of the ones that are full. Because it feels like if there's lots of the things around, it goes slower. Or maybe I'm just... This will also give me stuff to work with, so I can start experimenting with food again. Should probably end. What is the cow noise? I haven't seen a cow. It's that. Like, can I use that as a cow? Would I want to use that as a cow? Probably fucking not, actually. Never mind. You can stay there. I'm content with no cows. That's fine, sir. Giant thing that would squish me. To be fair, cows would probably squish me too, but they don't have as many spikes coming from their face, okay? Actually, give me a moment. How long have I been recording? An hour, 20 minutes. That was a long ass rant. I'm here. Thank you for joining me. I'm gonna tend to the garden and just let that stuff all go. Thank you for joining me. Hope you have a lovely day. And